Okay, so this is a short video that's going to show how to set up a Google schedule. I'm sort of doing it on the fly, so I'll try not to mess it up too bad. Let me do a screencast, and I'll pull up my calendar. So that's the first thing to do is pull up your Google Calendar. If you haven't used Google Calendar before, get into your Gmail, look for this little waffle icon, and click on that. And then look for calendar somewhere. There's usually like a ton of apps, but look for calendar and pull it up. So once you have a calendar set up, then you come over to create. And you should see something that says appointment schedule. This is a new thing. So appointment schedule. It's been available on the paid Google apps for a while, but I just noticed it on the free accounts recently. So when you click on appointment schedule, it's going to pull up this menu that gives you a lot of choices. And so you can set, for instance, I've got a 15-minute, I call it 15-minute quick check. Okay, keep it all the same, a 15-minute quick check. How long? 15 minutes. And you notice that my calendar is populated with all these slots, right? So you get to come down here and pick when you're available. So let's say you're available Monday from, I don't know, you just get to pick your time, 1 to 4, not available Tuesday, not available Wednesday. Thursday, I'll be available from 8 a.m. Until noon, let's say. And Friday, I'm only available from 9 to 10:30. How's that? And you can pick Saturday and Sunday if you want. Okay. So you adjust your times here, and you notice the times on the calendar have shifted. And then you come down, make sure you get your right time zone, because it'll automatically adjust the time zone for whoever's making the appointment to their time zone for them. Just make sure your time zone is in the right place. Then you get to do some options here, like, do you want this available now? Do you have a range of dates? Like for a semester, maybe you want the dates to end at the, week before the end of the semester or something. So you get to set that. I have mine only booked out 14 days in advance because, a student makes an appointment 60 days in advance, 100% guarantee they're going to forget. And minimum time before the appointment starts before you can book. So that's useful because you don't want to be out like doing some stuff and have some student book an appointment or somebody book an appointment like 10 minutes before the appointment time starts and you're out somewhere. So you have no idea, right? So I usually put 4 hours. That's like half a day. You can change that however you want. And then you can come in and customize things. So up at the top, you set your in general, Monday, Thursday, Friday, this is when I'm available. However, you can come down to adjusted availability and you can pick specific dates. So I'll pick like next Thursday. It'll pull up, well, here's when you said you're available. And you can either block it out all day, like you've got something going on, or you can readjust the times however you want. That's super useful. Or let's say you're going to be available on a different day on Wednesday, but you don't want to be available every Wednesday. So you just pick the day and pick the times. This book appointment settings, this is helpful too. So you don't want to have to go, first of all, they never stay to the exact amount of time, even if it's 15 minutes. So I usually do a 15-minute calendar and a 30-minute calendar. And what's nice is they'll both show up and you just set up the new calendar the same way we're doing here. And so you'll have two. For a 15-minute one, I put 15 minutes between. For a 30-minute one, I put 30 minutes between. And you can also hit a maximum booking. So like for Thursday, because of the time slot, let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If every segment got booked. But after 8, I'm going to be in a jello-headed coma. So I only want to do 4 a day at a max. Okay. And it will, once there's 4, it will kick off and say, sorry, no more is available. So you get to set that. And then it will coordinate, if you're using Google Calendar already, it will coordinate with your other calendars. So this is attached to my primary calendar, but I can also say, well, attach it to my business calendar or whatever other calendars you have. And you can, pick what color you want it all to be. So that's the logistics of setting up your time slots. Now, next, this is kind of what the student's going to see. So you give it a name. Okay, so it's showing that it's gonna show me, I'm the one who's doing this account. If there's conferencing, you can put in, no, it doesn't say Zoom because it's Google, right? So it wants you to use Google Meet, whatever. But you can specify what kind it is. I leave that blank. And then you can put some instructions here. So this is actually where I put my Zoom instructions. This is what you need to do, blah, blah, blah. Don't make it too long because it'll show up at the top of the schedule page. It'll also go out on the emails that students set. And then on the booking form itself, so they're going to come to your calendar, they're going to click a day and a little thing's going to pop up. And I encourage you to try this actually from the view of someone making an appointment. So mandatory first name, last name, email address. Yeah, I have no need for their phone number, but custom item, what do you want? And I'll make it required. So you can add a couple of custom items, topic, what's your class number, section, whatever you want to do there, add an item. And they'll have to fill all that out before they can book. And then booking confirmation and reminders. So it automatically makes a calendar invite for everybody. And then you can say, set up a couple of reminders 1 day before, 10 minutes before, which is actually probably a good idea. However you want to do it. And that will automatically send out an email to them and say, hey, you got this thing coming up with all the information about how to connect. All right, so this is, so I'm going to open the booking page next. So I went all that, I saved all that, got that, open booking page. This becomes the link that you can share. So you come up here to the share and it'll give you a link. Okay, and if you have multiple appointment schedules, you can give a link to that, and I'll do that in a second. But this is the link you would share with them or embed in the CMS or whatever you want to do, email it to them, however you want to do it. And then when they get there, they come to this page, they click on their time. There's that little booking form. And I think there's an option where you have to have them validate their email, but that's a little clunky, so I don't use that. And then see what others see. So they're going to see the form without all the bells and whistles that you just had. So let me take this for a sec. Let me go back to my main calendar back here. And let me create a different schedule. Appointment schedule. I'm just going to do it real quick and I'll do the default 30 minutes. We'll just keep all the defaults just for the purpose of demonstrating. More stuff. Booking form, I'll just keep that. Confirmation, so I'll save that. Same thing, now I've got a 30-minute booking schedule. So I'm going to open that booking page. And now you'll see, now you've got some 30-minute blocks in here. Now, what's useful if you do multiple ones like that, first of all, they'll coordinate. So you're not going to have somebody book a 15-minute at 9 a.m. and somebody overbook a 30-minute at 9 a.m. It automatically takes it out. And so all appointment schedules, I'm going to grab that link. And then let me pop it up here so you can see what that looks like. So you can see now they have a choice, and whatever you've typed into that description will go here, which is why you should keep it kind of short. I have it a little bit long because I have a bunch of Zoom information in there, which isn't evil. It just cuts it off a little. And then when they go to the page, they'll see, this is what you need to do, and it will have all the information. So what I personally do to manage this is I kind of keep this tab open. And then I can go back and forth and see the time slots. And then if you want to edit something on your regular calendar, now you'll see there's all these 30-minute time slots and 15-minute time slots based on whatever you set up. If you have some other meeting, if you have something come up and you put it on your calendar, it will automatically block out availability for those times on the scheduler. That's really useful. That's super useful. And so you don't have to think, oh my gosh, I need to go delete some times or whatever. It automatically works together. And when somebody books it, you get an email saying so-and-so booked this time, and with the answer to their questions, first name, last name, email address, and then whatever other questions you might put in there. Don't put too many, but what do you want and what class you're in? That's really useful. So that's how you use this. Hopefully that made sense. It's pretty easy actually, and it's super easy to customize. You can't do any edits from your phone. That's the only downside. You have to do edits from the web browser. But that is a really easy way that if students give you access without having 14 emails back and forth trying to say, well, what time are you available? And what I'll do is I'll tell them to look at it. If I'm feeling really nice, I'll say, look at it. And if absolutely none of those times work for you, send me, 3 or 4 availabilities, and I'll see what I can do. I don't make any promises. I'll see what I can do. And I've had a few students abuse it. They'll make appointments and not show up. And I'm pretty sure next semester I'm going to actually institute a penalty and make it really clear up front. If you don't show up with no prior notice, there's like a 100-point penalty or something. So kind of like a cancellation fee, I guess. Anyhow, let me know if that works out for you.